Hello guys and welcome back for another video. My name is Jiraiya Plays and we are today looking at some more Power of the Force figures from Star Wars, and firstly we're going to be looking at this guy. You may be saying, Jiraiya Plays, you've already showed us this figure. No, what I actually showed you was, and I don't know if it's going to stand up together, oh dear, one fell over, was Han Solo in his Hoth gear. And obviously they're on completely different cards. That was a waste of time. But anyway, back to what we're talking about. This is the Han Solo. No, it's not. What am I talking about? This isn't Han Solo. It's Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker in his Hoth gear. And yeah, 5 POA, lightsaber and a blaster. Comes with a very nice headscarf, as modelled by Mark Hamill on the card there. This was from Leicester Vintage Toys, comes with a lightsaber and blaster, which I've already mentioned, 5 POA. I actually had the original version of this as a child and did not know that it was Luke Skywalker. And when I say the original, I mean the actual original figure that this was based off of. And it took me forever to realise that was Luke Skywalker. I just thought it was a regular rebel Hoth guy with a weird scarf thing coming down inside his face, but no, turns out it was Luke Skywalker. On the back, bio card and some of the figures that you can buy as well, including Bouche Leia, Bosk, Yoda, the carbonised Han Solo that you could buy, Luke Jedi Knight, the Emperor, Luke in his Hoth gear, which we're doing now, and the Tusken Raider. Funnily enough, I was actually going to pick up a loose Yoda with a backpack. I found it in a toy bin at Leicester Vintage for £3, and I really wish I would have picked it up because it would have gone very nice with this one, which is the Luke in his Dagobah fatigues with a lightsaber and blaster pistol. 5 POA, looks pretty good actually. I like it on that orange card. This is a pretty good one. There's an only slight bit of crumpling on the top here and a whole load of dust. Damn it, come on. This one I think cost me £4 from Leicester Vintage Toys. On the back, bio card, a nice look at some of the vehicles in that line. ATST, X-Wing, Imperial Speeder Bike with Scout Trooper. I think that I've got some of those in the green boxed versions in Leicester Vintage, so if I do pick one up I will do a review of that as well as some of the figures from the line we've already looked at. We've got Chewbacca here, which I did earlier on. You've got Han Solo in the Hoth gear, the Dagobah, Luke that I mentioned, and I really want to try and get that Boba Fett, but I know he's going to be really hard to find. Yoda as well. I've got a Falcon, but it's a original and it's missing a whole lot of stuff. So at some point I will do a review of that. The TIE Fighter looks nice as well, because I believe it's just a reissue of the original. His weapon of choice is a T-65B X-Wing fighter. Oh, it's the vehicle, sorry. Doesn't give a specification of his weapon blaster, so it just says blaster pistol, so I don't know what make and model that is. So if anyone does know, please let me know. There's a whole lot of spiel on there for that that bio card, which I won't go into, but if anyone wants to know, I'll type it out in the descriptions below. You can have a read of them later. And on to another figure. This is the Luke in his all-new likeness of Luke. Luke Skywalker in his ceremonial outfit. If anyone has seen the new Black Series figure, it looks a lot better than this, to be honest. I always thought that this figure looked more like Steve Irwin. I don't know where it is. It just reminds me of Steve Irwin for some reason. He comes with the same blaster as seen in all the other figures I've showed today, as well as the gold Medal of Valor. So does that mean that Chewie got his Medal of Valor from... spoilers, can't say anything. I better stay stum about that. But yes, and on the back you've got a nice shot of that scene where they're all standing there, and poor old Han Solo, you can't see him because the bio for Luke's over his face. How dare they do that to Harrison Ford? The Hoth Rebel Soldier is one of the figures the original Hoth Rebel Soldier was the one I kind of got mixed up with the Luke Skywalker figure. So it'd be nice to see if I can find him and do a comparison with those two. This figure I will be looking at very shortly, actually. And then we've got Greedo, the Tusken Raider, as seen in the previous figure card, and the ATST Driver. So yeah, on to the figure I just mentioned, which is the Han Solo. We've got quite a big collection of Han Solo figures now to look at. This is Han in his Endor gear. I think it's when they land on Endor and they're trying to sneak around the forest. So I like to call this his forest camo gear. Comes with his traditional pistol. Is it the DL-44 blaster pistol? This was also from Vintage Toys, so if you want to ring them, have a chat with Rich or Joe, I'm sure they'll be able to find something in the shop that you're interested in. Got this for £5, and yeah, traditional 5 POA. The jacket isn't removable because the arms are moulded in, but I think the undersculpt of that they did for the, let's see, I'm sure it's on one of these cards somewhere. I'm sure that actual figure was, no, I haven't got the, yes, no, yes, no, no, yes, no, forget that. That was a waste of time. I was going to say, I thought that they'd done a figure of Han in his black vest and the white sleeves separately in this sort of style, but the only one they actually did was the weird one with the, yes, what am I talking about? It's right there. Silly me! Looking at the back of this card, we've got the Han Solo we're talking about, a Sand Trooper, Luke in his X-Wing attire, Monkey Face Leia, Princess Leia, Chewbacca, which we've seen, Steroid Luke Skywalker, Emperor Palpatine, Steroid Han Solo, and Big Buff Darth Vader. So yeah, that's it really, that's all I can say. I like the figures. I don't know, I missed out on a lot of these figures growing up. I didn't start collecting Star Wars until Phantom Menace came out, which was about a year or two after these had finished. But I always saw them in Toys R Us and just passed them up. And there's a couple of figures which I'll be reviewing when I get my hands on them, which were in this line, but were what they refer to as the Expanded Universe. So when I come across those, which I have actually, I came across them recently. If they're still there, I will nab them and do a review of them very soon. Anyway, enough of me rambling. Thanks for watching Jirai Plays, and I shall see you on the next one.